This is Fuzzy Wingman. Welcome back. I'm doing some kill team. Another randomly selected, and it's a pretty traditional matchup. We got some Space Marines versus some Orks. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a mission from the Kill Team Annual. It's the Space Marine mission. Grudge match. And it's kind of interesting because you can get... Oh, that's command point, not victory point. I was like, what the hell? You get victory points, but it doesn't end with... No, you get command points. Oh shit, every time you lose a model, you gain a command point. That is cool. Alright. So we're just gonna roll into this. Alright. So first things first. Greatest strategic advantage. Orks. Because green dust for the Orks and blue for the Marines who are, blue Marines. Yeah, screw it. I'm not even going to play them as some weird salamanders that are going to remain as Ultramarines because, they're blue, and I'll just stick with the color. And the salamanders thing I usually forget, or it's, it's just me gaming the system. And I really don't think I care that much. Oh, okay. If leaders die, that can end the battle. Well, that gets a bit annoying for Orks because their leader is kind of a strong melee, and they kind of want him to go forward. Well, Space Marines are mostly shooty, so that might work. Orks... Guess it could be either of these corners. Orks will actually choose this corner. They have more cover to kind of come up. So Space Marines can deploy their first model. So it's like the whole quadrant, but 4 inches this way. Okay. Yeah, so from here, this way. Well, Orks don't have anything super long range, so they can kind of just back up and shoot. Alright, this guy will actually go over here. You can kind of hide. Sure, we'll kind of do a Space Marine over here. Actually, what's the farthest? Oh, he can actually go to right here. He'll be hidden a bit. But he has a tiny window of shooting some things in this corridor. I'm just kind of like, weep. Whoop, don't bump that. Might as well have some people over here. Yeah, another Intercessor just kind of there. I'm actually going to put their leader over here so he can run behind some of these things and try to take some time. Comms will kind of hang out with this guy. Let's see here. This guy is a bit shooty. He could... this shoot is a little bit more for the close range. So again, he's just going to kind of go over here. Try to run forward. They're going to just put their leader over here. He doesn't need to participate that much. Actually, he's going to poke out a bit. Pretty sure that's very visible. Oh yeah, that's so super visible on the camera. I guess if I really wanted to, I should move the board a little this way. Nope, that's the wrong way. There we go. Now you're able to see the edges clearly so you can see the whole board. Okay, there's no way I'm going to properly get all the edges because there's some kind of angle on the camera's mount. That or it's the board is also warped enough to make it problematic. Anyway, back to orcs. Let's just plop someone over here. They got these shootas. They can run out and shoot. Well, I guess they could have one run over here. Well, if you're gonna game the system, you put an Eliminator right there to shoot the leader. So they'll put Ork Boy in the front to be like, at least he's obscured. Obscure the leader. Well, that's deployment. So if it doesn't go... So if this game isn't like a one-rounder. So that would be really disappointing. Eliminator just goes, boop! Game over! Alright. Round 1. Who has initiative? Oh, Space Marines. Oh yeah, I can remove these since they're just there to help me determine deployment zones. Ready up. Let's see here. Oh look, now he has more range on those people. Toms will help him. Space Marines just kind of clump up. Alright. So the Orks are playing as, Red Devils or something? Red go faster. Jeez. This guy doesn't even have a range to, like, get him for melee. Actually gonna have to, like, hide an Ork boss. Well, he's completely hidden from everyone. Alright, let's see here. The Skorcha is an assault weapon. Also, they take no penalty for advancing and shooting their assault weapons. So he's going to advance. Well, he adds one to his characteristic. So his characteristic is now 6. I'm going to verify the wording on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is add one to the characteristic, add one to the roll. Add one to their characteristic, add one to advance and charge rolls. And they do not suffer the penalty for shooting assault weapons during a round in which they advanced. Cool. So yes, he's now currently at 6. I add one, he'd be at 7, and then I add another one, so he's now at a total of 8. The lowest they can go is 8 inches. And now he has some Skorcha abilities. Let's see here. It's a long try, but he's going to declare charge on this guy. He can't see him, so he's not going to declare Overwatch. He's not going to fall back. I don't even think Ultramarines can fall back and shoot. I know that's, well, could be was at this once this video goes out for how Ultramarines doctrine worked in the big game. Oh, they can retreat and shoot, but it's a 6 to hit. Not even -1. Damn. He could make the shot impossible, but he's just going to stay there. So he can at least shoot someone. Since this is a very difficult roll. 8 plus 1 would be 9. So, let's see here. That would be 3, 6. You would totally not be within. They have Here We Go, which allows us to reroll a failed charge roll. So he's going to try again to get worse. He's trying to get out of this guy's shot, but he can't. Actually, if he stayed where he was, he's still not. Okay, you might as well move forward a little bit. You can't even declare a charge on that guy. He's moving forward. He's going to shoot at that guy. This guy's going to advance. Great. Well, that's still an 8. Right. Still an 8. So he can at least still shoot people, even though his shots are shitty. He's gonna advance. Alright. So that's 6, and then you can technically go another 6 because we add 1 to our advance rolls as well. There. Okay. Yes, he could see. And these two could see. So only 3 people could shoot him. They're pretty much all obscured. That's not too bad. So now we go on to ready models. So we got an Eliminator who's a sniper. He really doesn't care about this guy, so he's going to snipe that guy. He's going to use an Executioner round. Let's see here. Which boss is that guy? That one. The guy's got 2 wounds, so let's see what happens. So 1 shot. It's going to be 3 to hit because the guy's out in the open. It hits. Strength 5 versus toughness 4. So 3 to wound. Ooh, that wounds. AP -2. That orc has amazingly 4-up save, which I just realized I've been using their dice to roll this. So he's hoping his dice, keeps him alive. Nope. You know what? They'll spend a command point to reroll it because they really don't want him to just get blown away. Look at that. Their command point was useful. He did not get blown away. Now we go into non-rated models. Since there's so many that can shoot this guy, Comms is going to add 1 to his shot roll, and he is actually going to shoot at that guy. 2 shots out in the open. Comms add 1. So 2s, 2, hit. Oh, he is a breacher. And he does have a grenade launcher. Does he want to fire his crack grenade instead? It's going to be 2s to hit, so you know what? Crack grenade. Hits. Strength 6 versus toughness something. Should be like 4. Yep, T4, so it's going to be 3 to wound. Doesn't wound. They'll spend a command point. Why not? I guess the why not part is you can only do 1 strategy per phase. And that's a wound. So it wounds him. AP -1. That's a Nob, so he actually has a 4 up armor. Now he has 5 up because of the AP -1. Failed it. No more rerolls. D3 damage. 1 damage. That guy has 1 wound left. Before he gets shot again, he's going to fire. He's going to fire both of his weapons because why not? He's got a Kombi-weapon. He's got the Skorcha and the shoota. Because he doesn't think much is going to happen to the shoota, he's going to do it now. He's going to put it on comms. And his Skorcha's main target will be this guy. So first the Kombi. First the shoota. 2 shots. 6 to hit because -1 for shooting with the both weapons. He gets a hit actually. Strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 4 to wound. Doesn't wound. Now how many shots from the Skorcha? D6 shots. 5. He's going to put 3 on him, 2 on him. So the 3 on this guy. Strength 5, so 3's to wound. 2 wounds at mate P -1, so 2 4-up saves for the Space Marine. Failed them both. So that's his final wound gone. That's actually an injury roll. Holy hell, he killed the guy. And Space Marines go up 1 command point for losing a Space Marine. And now the 2 hits on that guy from the Skorcha. 1 wound, AP -1, 1 4-up save for the comms. Failed it. He has 1 wound left. And that was his shooting. Damn. Skorcha did a good job. Alright, he's going to put 2 shots on this Ork. 2 shots, 3's to hit. Because the guy's out in the open. 1 hit. Strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 4 to wound. Wounds, AP -1, so 5-up save for the Nob. Failed it. That was his final wound, so injury roll. 3. Flesh wound. This Ork, firing 2 shots at him. The Ork Boy. Actually, no. Let's not do this guy. Let's do this guy shooting 2 shots into that Marine. Pretty sure... Okay, let's make sure, 1, that his gun's not long range. It's not. I'm pretty positive the guy is obscured, but I'll double check because there is the possibility he is not. This sandbag right there blocks almost his entire foot. But his entire foot is covered, so obscured. So, 6's to hit. That is the worst roll he could have, regardless if he was good at shooting. Alright, this guy can actually see a bit of him, so he's going to shoot at him. He's more of a threat. 2 shots, 4's to hit. 1 hit. 4 to wound. Fails to wound. This guy taking 2 shots at him. His camo cloak only matters if he's obscured. He's not obscured. He's pretty much out in the open. Even though I can lose track of him because he blends in pretty well, he's still getting shot at. 5's to hit. Hey, 1 hit. Strength 4, so 4's to wound. Doesn't wound. 2 shots from this guy. You can actually see this guy's face. So, you know, definitely worth taking 2 shots. 4 is to hit because obscured. 2 hits. Strength 4, but it's toughness 4, so 4 is to wound. 1 wound at AP -1. It's this knob. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. He rolled a save and saved it. Holy hell. Alright, this guy probably has something of a weapon. Yeah, he has stick bombs. You can only see that guy, so he's gonna throw a stick bomb at that guy. How many shots? 6. Right, grenades don't take the penalty for range unless, you know, you're firing it from grenade launcher, so he doesn't take the penalty for range. So it's just 5s to hit. Well, no, the guy's still obscured, so obscured still counts, so it's 6s to hit. So 1 hit. And now it's strength 3, so 5 to wound. Of course, it wounds. He gets his 3-up armor. Alright, jeez, he saved it. That would have been really sad to be like, and Space Marines fail some more. So he's fired. Everyone's fired. Now we go on to morale phase. These guys lost 1. These guys only have 1 injured. Technically, he's injured. He can't fail his morale. He's a knob. He's at least leadership 6. So, and he's got someone close to him, so he passes. Also, he's got someone close to him that has keeping order, so even if he does roll a 6, he passes. So that's it. Round 1 ends. We go up command points. Space Marines are now at 4. Orks are at 3. There's no leader's been eliminated. So, round 2. Initiative. 7 for Space Marines, 6 for Orks. So Space Marines still have the initiative. Heal ready up. Actually, no. He's really going to make this guy have to work for him. They're going to put someone in the way to kind of protect him. Since, holy shit, Orks are kind of going through. So, Ork movement, yeah, and he's rated up. He's just going to kind of be there now. Orks time. I mean, again, he's just going to advance. Whoo! 6 there. 6. And then he can even move 1 more inch, but, screw it. He'll move 1 more inch. He'll really get it, so that way he's just there. It's like, you can't escape me. He's just gonna light that guy up unless he dies. This orc wants to attack someone, so he's declaring a charge on that guy. Who can't see him, so no overwatch. He's not even gonna fall back. 9 inches, but technically you add 1 because of their thing and their clan. So he's actually in. This guy's gonna advance. So he gets to go 9 because he add 1. He's just rotating to keep himself even more hidden. He's slowly making it up. You know what? This Ork Boy is going to charge. This guy's going to fire Overwatch with, you know what? What does he want to use? Use a hyper frag round because it's more shots. D3 shots. Okay, 1 shot. Doesn't even hit. Nope, 1 shot does not hit. Wonder if the Ork's getting in. I mean, you add 1. So that's 5. And then, yeah, he's in. And that keeps him from shooting some of these things. He's going to... Can he charge anything? Nope. So he's just going to advance. That's cocked. They'll spend a command point to re-roll that. They're tired of 1s on the rolls. There we go. First we go 6 inches. And then he gets to go the roll of 5. But then he gets to add 1 because of the clan. So he gets to go all the way over here. Now granted, you can't throw a stick bomb after advancing. So I'll mark that. I mean, I could mark this guy, but you know, I can see his little banner, and that's all I really need to know. Is he's still there? This guy, yeah, he just moved forward. He's just there to shoot some more. All right, shooting phase, beginning with Space Marines. He's gonna shoot this guy because that's his best target. Comms is still within range to help him, so add 1 to his shot rolls to make it 2s to hit. 2 hits. Strength 4 versus Toughness 4, so 4s to wound. 1 wound. Yeah, they'll spend 1 command point to reroll this to try to make it more wounds. Okay, just 1 wound. 1 5-up save for that guy. Failed it. Orks will also spend a command point to reroll this because, you know, if they keep him alive, which they do, he's a big threat, which now he is. He's just going to fire a Skorcha because if he tries to split, he becomes 7s to hit with his shooty, which he can't do. So the Skorcha is going to be D6 shots, 5 shots, Strength 5, so 4s, 2 wound, 2 wounds. You need to save at least 1 of these to stay alive, dude. And it's 4-up saves. Oh my god, he failed them. He failed them both. And now an injury roll. Okay, just a flesh wound. They can't spend their reroll because they already spent it on his armor save. So he lives another day for now. They had to start putting down orcs, which I don't know if they can quickly enough. Next shooting, he's going to put down an orc. He's going to try to put down an orc. So he's taking 2 shots at that guy. Out in the opens, 3s to hit. 1 hit, 4 to wound. It wounds. AP -1 on a Ork Boy, I think is just... Yep, it goes to an injury roll. Out in the open, so they killed an orc at least. So orcs now go up 1 command point. They're at 2 points. And he's now fired. Ork Boy was the only other guy who could shoot, so now we get this guy firing at him. I'm actually going to try to check because, I mean, well, yeah. This side of the body can see this guy at full, so it's out in the open. 2 shots, 3s to hit. 1 hit. 4 to wound. Wounds, AP -1 for this guy is a 5-up save. Failed it, but he's got a cyborg body, so he roll on each wound he would lose. On a 6 it would be ignored, but it's not ignored. He loses a wound. He has 1 wound left. Correct. It's Big Nob. I think all the knobs are the same. 2 wounds. Yep. You did it, buddy. You at least put a wound on that guy before he just tears everyone to shreds. So, that's that. Melee time. Ooh, it's been a while. Oh, right. There's something special with this mission if you charge. Oh, dear God. No quarter. In the fight phase of any battle round in which a model charged, add 1 to that model's strength and attack characteristics. Well, he charged with his big choppa. So, he's now going to be 4 attacks. I should make sure his clan doesn't have extra attacks, too. I think it's just add 1 to movement. Yeah. It's just the whole add 1 to all those other things. So he's got 4 attacks because of this. He was usually going to be strength 7. But because of the add 1 to strength characteristic, he's now also strength 8. So he's 3s to hit with 4 attacks. So 3 hits. Strength 8, so 2s to wound. 2 wounds. Let me go grab that dice I just threw. AP -1, so 2 4-up saves for him, which he makes this time. Which is good, because that would have been 4 damage. It was like, each wound would have been terrible. So this guy lives. Now this Ork Boy attacks. Oh wow, this actually helps the little Ork Boy. So now he has 3 attacks because of this whole mission thing. 3s to hit. 1 hit. And now it's strength 5. So 3s to wound. Wounds. He gets his normal 3-up armor. Makes it. Is it just the... when you charge? Yep, it's just charged models who get it. So models who were charged don't get this. The Space Marines punch back at normal strength. Let's have the Intercessor punch back. He's got 2 attacks. 3s to hit. 2 hits. Strength 4 versus toughness 4, so 4s to wound. 1 wound. 1 6-up save for the Ork Boy. Failed it. Injury roll. Hey, killed another Ork Boy. And then Orks gained another command point, so now they're at 3. He gets his 3-inch consolidation. It's getting closer to help Poink off. This guy, he gets to punch. He's got 2 attacks, 3s to hit, 2 hits, strength 4 for his toughness 4. Right, knobs are not toughness 5, yes. Toughness 4, so it's 4s to wound. 1 wound, 1 4-up save for the Ork Nob. Failed it. Have they spent it for this phase? No, they haven't spent a command point to reroll any of these melees. Because he had the armor saves have been made. They've been making great rolls, but they've been saying... So they'll spend a command point to reroll that one. Because why not? Okay, he still failed it. But he only loses 1 wound. Since he is still a Nob, so... Hey, their melee hasn't been as good. So... End of... Okay, yeah, end. Space Marines are still less than half. He can roll, but he's cannot fail his leadership, so there's nothing to roll for him. Orks are at exactly half, but break test is on half or less. And this guy can start failing morale. Let's see here. What's him at? Also, what's the keeping order? It's within 3 inches. So this guy's keeping order will affect him. So if he rolls a 6, he automatically passes because of this guy's keeping order. So morale check on this guy. 2 plus the 2 that are out is 4, so he passes. So good, that passed. We actually go to round 3. So far, not bad. People are actually doing... The game's actually balancing up again. Okay, Orks have the initiative this time. That's not as good. He's gonna ready up. Six. He can't really do much. So, because he's just gonna light this guy up with flaming, he's gonna stay there. Instead, this guy's gonna declare charge on both these models. He wants to try to eliminate both of them. So, they're just gonna overwatch. So we'll first start with his overwatch. 6 to hit, nothing. This guy's overwatch, nothing. Charge roll, 9. I'm pretty sure that's well within. Yeah. Well, 10 because he had 1. So he's in. They're actually going to keep him here because they realized the Eliminator could, if they try to move him out here, Eliminator can move here and potentially pick off the leader. So they leave him there. He's going to ready up. This guy's going to advance, actually. He's going to run the fuck away. 6. 5. He's way over there now. It's like making it so this way the leaders can match up. This guy now has no target. I mean, he has 2 shots at that guy at 7s to hit. And these guys are both staying like this. So we're staying like this. So we move on to shooting. Non-ready models. Yeah, they probably should have had this guy go to the sergeant, but that's okay. They'll probably eliminate these 3 and then they could still win just by numbers at that point. Because you win if you have the most force still on the field. And they have quite a bit of a force on the field still. I mean, they lost 2 Ork Boys and they lost a Space Marine so far. So shooting goes first with Orks. He can't shoot anything, so he's skipped, like, permanently. So we go with him. He's going to fire the Executioner round. Why not? The guy's there. The range... Oh, yeah. If this guy had range, it's 18 inches. That's still half range, so not long range. Out in the open, so 3 to hit. Any sniper, so reroll 1s. It hits. Strength 5, so 3 to wound. It wounds. At AP -2, so this guy gets a 6-up save. He makes it. Makes a save. So he's still there. Non-ready models. He can't throw a stick bomb because he has nothing. But this guy has a pistol. It is bolt pistol. So he's going to fire his bolt pistol into this guy. 3 to hit. Doesn't hit. Well, comms can add to himself, right? Nope. When you pick another model from your kill team, you can add one. So he can't do it to himself. So, couldn't do it to himself, so, boop. He missed. So we go into melee. Oh, boys. Starting with Orks and charge models, him. So he gets an extra attack because of these things. So he's going to have 4 attacks. He's going to put 2 in there, 2 in there. Which weapon does he want to do? In this case, he's going to do the Killsaw. Power claws can be fun, but in this case, he wants the Killsaw. So 2 attacks on this guy. 3s to hit. Right? Nope, you must subtract 1 from this hit roll. So 4s to hit. He'll spend a command point to reroll one of those. So the one that rerolled was this one. This one got knocked into a 4, but it doesn't count. So 2 misses. The 2 attacks on this guy with the Killsaw. 2 hits. You had 1 to his strength, but so he's gonna be like strength. You multiply then add, I think. Either way, that's like strength 11. So, absolutely pointless. Still 2s to wound. Wounds, AP minus 4, so no saves. Damage 2, goes through all of his wounds. And then injury roll of 2, so they're dead. Space Marines get 1 command point because of that. Now they're at 4, so dead. Now we go to Orks non-charged models. This Nob can now attack. He's only got 3 attacks now because he didn't charge, but it's still 3s to hit. 3 hits. Only strength 7, so it's 3s to wound. It's only 3s to wound. Jesus Christ. 3 4-up saves for this guy. They haven't spent their command point this phase, so they'll actually spend it because this might pass. Look, he survived. He's still standing. Space Marines get to punch back now. So he'll punch back with his 2 attacks. 3s to hit. 1 hit. 4 to wound. Doesn't wound. 2 attacks from him. Right. And I should verify. Yeah, it's just like all the intercessors are the same. Yeah. So 2 attacks. 3s to hit. 4s to wound. 1 hit. 4 to wound. Doesn't wound. So that's melee and shooting. Morale phase. Everyone's still at half. Well, not everyone's still at half. Space Marines are now at half, but he can't fail his leadership check because I'm playing Ultramarines just because why not? So he's leadership 9, so he's still good. This guy can still fail. So roll. 2 6, he just barely passes. If he rolls a 5, he actually fails. Yeah. That's that, actually. We go on to round 4. The game has not ended yet. Who has the initiative? Orks again. Initiative. Alright. This guy's going to advance. So he gets to go there. And then he goes there because holy hell they can go far. Takes his wound with him so that way he can keep doing that. He's actually going to advance to get over here. Oop, that was more like that. There. Now he's cutting off his ability to, run around things. He's trying to cut him off. He's wondering if he should just declare a charge on that, even though he probably will die if he does that. So Space Marines time. Oh yeah, they're going to keep these guys in melee. Space Marines are actually going to leave these guys in melee, even though they might die from that. I mean, they could fall back and shoot and have 6 to hit other things, but they don't really want to do that. This Eliminator's got to advance. He's just too far away. Actually, let's go like this. And that. Now he's got shots at things. Next round, which might not exist. The only way this guy can avoid being shot by that is he would have to advance. Or, you know what? If he declares a charge on this, he gets shot with a flamer and dies. He's going to have to risk it, and he's going to declare a charge on this guy. Guy isn't going to overwatch. He kind of wants him in melee, so he's just going to stand there and be like, come at me. Takes much more than that to kill an orc. 4 inches is just barely enough to get him in. Thankfully, he'll get some bonuses for that charge. So he's in. Alright, this guy advanced, so he couldn't even do anything when that guy charged him. Shooting time. The only people who can shoot is these 2 guys, because they have pistols. Yep, no other orcs have pistols. So he's going to shoot his pistol into this guy. 3 to hit. Hits. 4 to wound. Wounds. 4 up save. Failed it. They will spend their final command point to reroll that because they don't want him to die. Well, they actually go to an injury roll here. Killed him. Well, now Orks get 1 command point back. This guy is now free and clear. This guy's shooting his pistol into that guy. 3 to hit. It hits. 4 to wound. Fails to wound. Have Space Marines spent their command point? I don't think the Space Marines have spent it, so Space Marines will spend it to reroll that to hopefully wound. Doesn't wound. Pistols have been fired. Now we go on to... Right, this guy still can't see that guy, so there's no shooting that can be done. And he can't bother shooting at that guy because you'd have to be within 9 inches to even be 6s to hit kind of thing. So that's that. Shooting's done. Charge model. So we get to go do this guy. With this charge, he gets actually 4 attacks. Not bad. 3s to hit. He'll spend 1 command point to make to reroll one of those because he really wants to increase the hits. There we go. 3s to hit. 3 hits. He becomes toughness 5, strength 5 because of the charge. And that guy's T4, so he actually is 3s to wound. He gets 3 wounds. Increases the chances of this guy failing a bunch of wounds. 3 4-up saves, though, for the Ork Nob. Failed 2 of them. This is their final command point, and it's the new phase, so they're spending it. Failed it! He actually took out all the wounds, so it is a... Oh, he killed it! He actually killed it! Consolidation actually requires him to go towards a model. So he goes towards that one. Now, Orks punch with non-charged models, so he's just going to obliterate that poor Marine with his Killsaw. 3 attacks. 3s to hit. 2 hits. Strength 10. So, 2's to wound. Both wounds go through. Damage 2. Dead. 3 inches to the closest. Ah! Oh my god. That's within 1 inch, so he technically just consolidated to this guy. So this guy's now technically within 1 inch. Well, now anyway, let's do some leadership checks, because why not? Let's see if some teams are super broken. Orks only have 2 models. Orks have just this guy. If he had a flesh wound on him, they would automatically be that. That's a 9. They have definitely broken. And then we would roll for that guy. Plus 4, that's a 6. He actually passes this guy. Fails miserably. Space Marines. 8. Leadership is 9. They would pass. Even if he rolled a 6, he would pass. So they stay. They would be able to go on to do great things for the next turn. But the rules specifically state that if any team leader is dead, the game ends. Because even if both team leaders are dead, the game ends. All it took was killing a leader to end the game. So his charge of killing that leader was the charge of the game. So now it goes off of, now that the battle's ended, if whoever has their leader on the field, they win. So basically, if they had killed that leader earlier on and not a flesh wound, they would have won that at very, very beginning. So yeah, Space Marines pull off an amazing victory by just charging an Ork Nob and punching it in the face until it no longer exists. So yeah, Space Marines won. Now I need to try to get some painting in. I finally had good weather to get some priming in. So I got a little bit of priming in for a new squad. Basically a new faction, completely. So I'm going to have to do some painting, get them in, and then have them play against the break-in team. Then they'll go in. Granted, I don't know when I'll get time to paint since, that takes time. So the next video might not be that new team. It might be another random batch off. But until then, have a fabulous day, everybody.